Welcome to AI in Marketing. I am your host and news curator Stan Bertolo from Nitro Marketing. You will find links to all the stories mentioned in this episode in the show notes.
Hello, this is Nia, your voice for today's headlines. It's Monday, March 16. Here's what we are covering. OpenAI is striving to catch up in the AI coding sector, where Anthropic's Claude code has gained significant traction. Despite OpenAI's success with ChatGPT, its Codex product lags behind, generating $1 billion in annualized revenue, compared to Claude Code's $2.5 billion. OpenAI's initial focus on multimodal AI models and partnerships, particularly with Microsoft, diverted attention from coding agents. However, OpenAI is now prioritizing Codex, aiming to enhance its capabilities and market presence. The company is investing in AI models that can autonomously generate and debug complex code, viewing this as a potential multi-trillion-dollar market and a step toward artificial general intelligence. OpenAI faces criticism from the Midas Project, a nonprofit, for allegedly neglecting safety in its pursuit to compete with Claude Code, particularly with its GPT 5.3 Codex model. Midas claims OpenAI has not adequately addressed cybersecurity risks, but Amelia Glaze, OpenAI's head of alignment, disputes this, asserting that safety remains a priority. OpenAI also contends that Midas misinterpreted its commitments. Meanwhile, Brockman, a key figure at OpenAI, expresses mixed feelings about the company's evolution. Known for his hands-on approach, he now finds the shift to a more managerial role both liberating and challenging, as it distances him from the technical details he once closely managed. Next. The New York Times reports that Jeff Bezos, owner of the Washington Post, has implemented significant changes at the newspaper in response to financial losses exceeding $100 million annually. Dissatisfied with the paper's performance, Bezos instructed Matt Murray, the executive editor, to reduce the newsroom's budget by half, while doubling productivity. This led to the layoff of approximately 350 journalists, nearly half of the newsroom, resulting in the loss of over 60,000 digital subscribers. Bezos, who purchased the Post in 2013, initially invested heavily, but as readership declined, he shifted focus to data-driven efficiency, similar to his approach at Amazon. Despite staying out of daily operations, Bezos has influenced strategic decisions, including leadership changes and a controversial reorientation of the opinion section to align with his libertarian and pro-business views. This shift ended the paper's tradition of endorsing presidential candidates, sparking further subscription cancellations. Bezos has faced criticism for his management style and the impact of his decisions on the newsroom's morale and coverage scope. The recent upheavals have raised questions about the future of the Post and whether Bezos' strategy will stabilize or further destabilize the organization. Despite these challenges, Bezos remains committed to the Post's financial independence and has rejected offers to sell the newspaper. Meanwhile, Palantir is demonstrating how AI chatbots such as Anthropic's Claude could assist the U.S. military in developing war strategies by analyzing intelligence and suggesting actions. A dispute has arisen between the Pentagon and Anthropic, as the latter refused to allow unrestricted access to its AI models, citing concerns over mass surveillance and autonomous weapons. This led to the Pentagon labeling Anthropic's products as a supply chain risk, prompting Anthropic to file lawsuits against the Trump administration. The conflict coincides with the escalating war in Iran, where Anthropic's partnership with Palantir is under scrutiny. Palantir has integrated Claude into its software for U.S. defense agencies, aiding in data analysis and decision-making. However, details on Claude's specific military applications remain limited. Palantir's Maven Smart system, used by various military branches, employs AI for tasks like object detection and target nomination. Palantir's AIP assistant, powered by third-party AI models, can automate tasks and assist military analysts in planning operations. On a different note, a song by an AI singer named Nava, created by UK-based Iranian artist Farbad Mehr, has become a significant anthem for Iranians amid ongoing anti-regime protests and a U.S.-Israeli air assault. Nava, representing Iranian women who cannot sing publicly, performs lyrics from 20th century poet Arif Kazvini, emphasizing resistance and hope for a better future. The song, Javanane Vatane, Youth of the Homeland, has gained immense popularity, with 13 million views on Instagram, despite internet restrictions in Iran. Mehr, who moved to the UK as a teenager, aimed to provide a voice for the people, noting the song's resonance during the crackdown and subsequent bombardment. Nava's virtual persona extends beyond music, featuring collaborations with real musicians and planned hologram performances in Washington and Toronto. The blend of classical Iranian and modern French folk melodies has captivated audiences, with most views originating from Iran. In other news, the U.S. Army has awarded Anduril a 10-year enterprise contract to consolidate the procurement and management of its commercially available technologies. This contract, valued at up to $20 billion, aims to streamline operations, reduce costs, and accelerate the delivery of critical capabilities to U.S. government stakeholders. Previously, over 120 separate procurement actions were managed for Anduril's solutions. The new framework eliminates subcontract pass-through charges and reduces procurement timelines, providing rapid access to advanced software, hardware, and support services. Brigadier General Matt Ross emphasized its role in establishing a common framework for counter-UAS interoperability. The contract includes a 5-year base period with an optional extension and offers significant savings through pre-negotiated terms and discounts. After that, images circulating on social media claiming U.S.-Israeli pilots bombed Iranian aircraft decoys are AI-generated and not real. These images, shared widely, were created using artificial intelligence and falsely depict military strikes. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, has vowed retaliation against the U.S. and Israel following the death of former leader Ali Khamenei, which escalated the conflict. Iran has targeted U.S.-Israeli interests and disrupted the Strait of Hormuz. The fake images identified by AI detection tools have been used to spread misinformation, undermining credible open-source intelligence efforts. Planet Labs PBC has delayed public access to its Middle East satellite imagery to protect allied countries, highlighting the impact of manipulated satellite imagery on public perception and security. Elsewhere, a recent survey by Gallagher reveals that most companies remain in the experimental phase of integrating AI into their communication functions, lacking formal change strategies. Despite enthusiasm for AI's potential, 63% of firms are still experimenting, with only 5% achieving optimized integration. The study highlights that 69% of companies have fewer than 6 people in communication roles, regardless of size, leading to resource constraints. Additionally, 73% lack access to audience profiles, and 37% cannot strategize around tone or style. Only 21% have toolkits and guidance for future planning. William S. Siebel of Gallagher emphasizes the importance of human insights and effective communication strategies to enhance engagement and address these challenges. Finally, Dr. Nafisa Baba Ahmed argues that artificial intelligence has highlighted long-standing issues in university coursework rather than creating new ones. She notes that the reliance on AI for academic writing mirrors past practices like using essay mails and shared past papers. These methods have long allowed students to bypass genuine intellectual engagement. The traditional essay format, often used as a measure of critical thinking, is flawed if it can be convincingly produced without real thought. Baba Ahmed suggests that universities should reassess their educational goals, focusing on fostering reflection, interpretation, and intellectual struggle instead of valuing polished final products. This shift would address the core problem rather than blaming AI for exposing it.
Thank you for tuning in to AI and Marketing. If you want to learn more, check out the episode description. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Contact us to learn how to launch your own AI-generated podcast at nitromarketing.com. That's NYTRO marketing.com. See you tomorrow for more AI and tech news.